So we break down the business in different functions. We got marketing, operations, sales, employees, right? Then you have things like shareholders. So on the marketing side, weekly webinars, what's the action? Who's responsible for that? Naomi. What is Naomi doing? Every week, even a reoccurring webinar that we're doing. Or we can mix it. You see how in one of our other marketing strategies is we're speaking with high-level CEOs. LinkedIn Live goes up on YouTube. That's marketing, right? Because we're leveraging other people's audiences, other people's brands, and we're constantly up there. So we can do the interviews, the LinkedIn Lives, we can do them as webinars. So let's say if we schedule a meeting with someone in advance, and we know the LinkedIn Live is going to be Thursday, we can even do every LinkedIn Live is Thursday at this specific time.
11 a.m.?
Yeah.
12 p.m.
11, let's say we do 11 a.m. So every week, the webinar will be 11 a.m. on a Thursday. So now, when we're booking in the guests, they have a meeting with me, they could have that meeting on Wednesday. Maybe even that meeting could be every Wednesday. So all the people we're bringing through LinkedIn, they meet with me Wednesday, we have the call on Thursday, the webinar on Thursday. Boom.
Okay.
Or we can have it every second week.
I think every second week.
Every second week is better.
Yeah.
So I do a webinar myself. Every second week we have a guest coming in, and that could be about, we can now even start to get between partners and CEOs. So which are probably both. So CEOs, but potential partners we can bring on the LinkedIn Live. That turns into a webinar as well.
Yeah.
It gets uploaded as a podcast, gets marketed, boom, done. Building that relationship with that person, and we're having the webinar. And then we have other CEOs who are just building big businesses, and that could be a webinar every second week. And so that's our marketing campaign. And then now after that, weekly posts. Victoria, the social media team, posting every week on LinkedIn. ETS Rubasha Media, the company page is posting. My channel, posting, weekly posts. Who's responsible for that? Social media team. I'm responsible also play my part in posting until we bring on more people on team. Weekly post. Then we have a spotlight event.
Okay, for the weekly post, advertising the webinar or?
For the weekly post, we're advertising webinar. We're advertising, guests, case studies, testimonials. Then the spotlight event, right? Every 3 months, every quarter, we have an event where we bring another leader to come in and inspire the masses, right? And a paid event. Even the webinars, I will be doing paid, no more free.
Yeah, 20, 25 or 20, we put it at how much? 45?
Let's do, even that's a good buy-in. 25 is a good buy-in. That's a good buy-in, right? So that's on the marketing side. Boom.
But for the spotlight event, 45.
Yeah, higher for the spotlight event, 45. And through the spotlight event, great campaigns, we can bring as many people to the door as much as possible, and you convert, become, potential clients.
Okay. Is there a way we can view the people who are visiting, the 100 people that visited? There is no way you can say who visited.
No. But those are good insights. You can't see, but it shows you where they came from. So they came all from LinkedIn. So you're talking about, the people who are visiting the page. We saw 116 people. No one has bought yet. So how can we now focus on this next rest of the month? If 100 people come on, how can we convert 10% of those people to buy a ticket?
Is there a way from even LinkedIn you can't tell?
No.
There's no way. No. Okay. When they visit, do they have to view their profile?
It depends. What do people do when they come? They look at it. They look at the event. If they go and view the profile, they go and view the profile. Who knows what they do? They look at the videos.
Okay, because I'm thinking maybe if they come, as long as we have not been in touch with them, as long as we have not, you see sometimes when you search someone, they'll also come and look at your page, right? Profile, right? So, when these people come and view the profile, is it, because I'm looking at it like this, we also view people's profile, and maybe they also come and view our profile. But there are others who just, maybe they've seen the event and they just come to the page and view the profile, yeah, and they do nothing. So can we reach out to them? Because maybe there's a reason why they came to.
Yeah, but how?
Oh.
You can't. It doesn't let you unless you can figure that out. How can you? You saw it on an event, right? It just shows you where they came from. It doesn't show you who exactly.
I'm talking of LinkedIn.
Oh, on LinkedIn. So you're saying who viewed what?
Your profile.
Oh, what about them?
Is there a way maybe we can reach out to them?
I do that.
You do that.
I do that, but maybe I need more help. So I do that when I see someone's viewed my profile. I'll go in and message them, or if it's a person that I can see, oh wow, is there some alignment here? Yeah, I do that. But maybe that's part of the marketing. So for example, Claire, if you see that, if you're on my LinkedIn and you see someone's viewed my profile, message them. I agree. That's a good idea.
What type of a message?
Good question.
Yeah.
Depends who they are.
It depends who they are. Yeah. If it's a CEO, it's a big person.
Yeah, just hey,
The
how's it
same.
going? What I usually do, if someone views my profile on LinkedIn, I'll look at their profile. Then if I see it's a person of like real value, I'll send them a voice message, or message, hey, I see you. Boom.
Yeah, because I think you need to draft that then.
Draft the message.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. We can sit down and do that. Cool. Okay, and then the last thing was just finding partners. Who are partners? And then that's so cool about what we do is potential partners. We can use the webinar, we can use them in the weekly posts. Also the people who we're speaking to every week in LinkedIn Live. And then we also talk about referrals. How can we get the most out of the people who we're serving already, right? Again, sending gifts, things like this, speaking to them constantly. Because that's marketing. And then again, serving our clients. How can we serve our clients? Your best customers are the ones who already pay you. So if we keep serving them better, which is going to lead to the next functions, that's marketing stuff. Okay, let's move on. Operations. Big one here. Probably the I would say it's the hardest one. It's a challenge if you don't have the right systems in place.
Yeah.
So where we need to work on CRM system in the operations in terms of the business development is very important. So again, your job would help me not only, again, we can find someone who we can delegate that to, that can be in charge of it, because it's a full it's a role to be managing that CRM system, or at least someone who helps us automate it to a certain point where we don't have to, so I can, because that thing. Oh, I think I was supposed to also write in this thing finance. That's another function of the business, finance.
Yeah.
Okay, now it moves on operation clients. Let's look at one client, Collins, right now. What can we need to keep improving? So I would say now we need to have a studio thing. I saw one reply, we can reply to them and ask if they have audio only. We need a studio. Workshop is booked in. He would just need a cameraman there because I'm not going to be there for this one. So we've got to just always make sure each client, for example, Collins, he's taken care of. Client acquisition team is doing their work. Bookings on the podcast is happening. Marketing for the workshops is done. Also, the person who's doing the social media posting,
Yeah.
So it's just, we need a system in place.
Okay. Collins. Yeah, you to find out whether he already has guests or a guest that he's going to interview, so that we know the time.
Well, we're the one who's doing that for him, aren't we?
Yeah, but right now we don't have.
So we need to.
We need to book one in.
Yeah, we have. Who?
There was.
David Horton couldn't come in, but there was someone else who came. I saw, who was interested. LaStacy, a lady called LaStacy. I sent an email. She. So just have a look on the emails. I sent an email to LaStacy. I CC'd you in it. She's interested to come in. But then what we can do is all the people who didn't come in the last one.
Okay.
Remember, we have the list already.
Yes.
I think it was Mick,
Mick, Mark, there was Mick
The-
and Mark and that's okay.
Boom. That's a list already. We can email them. Hey, think we have a week or ever long to go. You know, so you can just kind of mark in your calendar. Okay, you know, like we're doing marketing, even you like this is perfect. So we break it up. Okay, this week I'm gonna do this in the marketing, just a few activities here. Okay, operations. Sugira, kind of get him to do the CRM, but just manage his time that he can put time in it. Can we find someone? Cool. Da-da. Now, okay, number one, now you're managing, helping the client specialist, right?
Yeah.
Okay, boom. Client Collins is one of those things. We can do Collins simple and easy. Just break it down. Workshop, we've already kind of got done, right? We just, I guess maybe the people who have registered, maybe we send them an email, we've got one, and other people will come on the fly. Boom, and then you're saying, okay, workshop, okay, podcast booking. How many do we have? We have 0 at the moment. Who's in the pipeline? Boom, 1, the Stacey. We got all the people who couldn't do the past one. Boom, that's the pipeline. Okay, I'll send an email out to them and remind them. Boom, done. With Collins, what else? Again, just being on our client acquisition side. For example, Claire is like, okay, we're reaching out. How many people are we reaching out to every day? We're reaching out. Let's say we reach out 10 people with the podcast. We reach out 10 people in the African community. Leaders, people like that we can speak to that can book speaking engagements. Done. Those are the most important functions, and once they come through our email, we send them to Collins. Well, done. Happy person. And then the other part of that is the editing. You need what we can do for Collins in the short term is I need to do that. For example, see if I can find time today. Is to find like what we did with Upwork. Get a contractor, go to Upwork, find an editor who can come in and do a job within 48 hours. Like we have a podcast now, hopefully I can release it by, let's say, Sunday. But I need to create the brief, I need to create everything so then I can give it to an editor, put money in it, they can get the job done.
Okay. So I'm thinking that guy, I think is he from Philip? No? I don't remember he's from which country, but I think he's...
Yeah.
he
Then
must
send him an
be-
email, hey, we have a job, I'll create thing, I've got the folders and file, boom, you can already start. Imagine that. We can put some money in there. So that's what we can do, operations, and then keep working on Notion. I think the fact that we've got Notion and we've already built up a system is fantastic. We've already built up a bit of a system, so now that system's just got to be bulletproof when other people join our team, right? Let's say I need to get another social media manager. I have someone, they can come in the CRM, they can come in the Notion, look at it, and get things done.
Okay.
So that's okay on operations, that part. Each client, I guess we've been good, just kind of reminders, making sure, you know, the tasks we're getting done, I guess. So for example, we've just been finishing up with Cameron, moving on to Louise, you know, Auntie Stacey, just kind of managing the workflow of all our clients.
Yeah. Oh, Tyrone. Oh, you said Tyrone right now is busy because he needs to edit that before.
When is the day that she needs to edit it by?
Before the elections. When I checked, she didn't give the date, but I googled the elections start on 5th. Yeah, but there is early election. I don't know how you do
5th of May.
Yes, 5th of May.
Easy. Tyrone will have that edited. Yeah.
Yeah, but.
But I thought she wanted it in this month, so I wouldn't have sent that email.
Early election starts on 22nd.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So I don't know how you guys do it. I was just trying to understand that, but yeah. So early election starts on 22nd. It's 22nd, but elections are done on 5th.
Okay. So Tyrone could possibly have that done, but he can do that if he starts it on the 18th or 19th. If he started on the weekend, so maybe it's good he didn't come to Masai Mara, because maybe he would have less time. Yeah, I think Tyrone can get that done, and we'll do it. We'll get it done for her easy. Cool. So.
But now we want to know if we are going to release for Jamal this month. So when are we going to? Okay, I want to get this right. There's the recording part. She did 3. Yeah. Austin was toward the end of March, but we released it early April, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
That's the lady to do my hair. We will continue this conversation in the balcony. Thanks for watching.